Tinkerbell is a computer-animated film series produced by DisneyToon Studios as part of the Disney Fairies franchise. Voices of Mae Whitman, Raven-Symoné. Copyright, Lucy Liu, America Ferrera, Kristin Chenoweth and Pamela Adlon are featured in the film. Each of the 4 films is set around one of the 4 seasons: Tinkerbell around spring, Lost Treasure around autumn, Great Fairy Rescue around summer, and Secret of the Wings around winter. A 5th title, Pixie Hollow Games, was supposed to be based on all 4 seasons, but it was released before Secret of the Wings and scaled down. A 6th film, titled The Pirate Fairy, was released April 1, 2014, scheduled to be followed by Legend of the NeverBeast in spring 2015. The series is a spin-off of and prequel to Peter Pan and its sequel, Return to Neverland. Films: Tinkerbell. Tinkerbell is born from the first laugh of a baby, and is brought by the winds to Pixie Hollow. She learns that her talent is to be one of the Tinkers, the fairies who make and fix things. 2 other Tinker fairies, Bobble and Clank, teach her their craft, and tell her about the fairies who visit the mainland to bring each season. Tink is thrilled and can't wait to go to the mainland for spring. While out working, she meets Silvermist, a water fairy. Rosetta, a garden fairy. Iridessa, a light fairy. And Fawn, an animal fairy. After meeting them, she notices Vidya, a fast-flying fairy who immediately dislikes her because of her unusually strong talent. Vidya challenges her to prove she'll be able to go to the mainland, and Tink creates several inventions, which she shows to the Minister of Spring. But Tinkerbell soon learns from Queen Clarion that only nature talent fairies visit the mainland. She tries her hand at nature's skills, making dewdrops with Silvermist, lighting fireflies with Iridessa, and trying with Fawn to teach baby birds to fly, but she fails miserably at all of these. Meanwhile, Bobble and Clank cover for Tink when questioned by Fairy Mary, the Tinker Fairy overseer. When Tinkerbell returns, she tries to explain, but Mary simply responds that she knows, and expresses her disappointment with Tink's actions. On the beach, Tinkerbell finds parts of a music box and figures out how to put them together. Iridessa, Fawn, Silvermist, and Rosetta witness her doing this, then tell her that she was tinkering and that she should be proud of her talent. If this is what she's good at, the mainland shouldn't matter. But Tinkerbell still wants to go to the mainland. She asks Rosetta if she'll still teach her to be a garden fairy, but Rosetta says that tinkering is Tinkerbell's talent. As a last resort, Tinkerbell asks Vidya for help in becoming a garden fairy. Vidya craftily tells her that capturing the sprinting thistles would prove her worth. However, once she sees Tink making progress, she lets the captured thistles loose, and in attempting to recapture them, Tink destroys all the preparations for spring. Tink decides to leave, but after talking with the Dust Keeper Terence about how important his job is, she realizes the importance of a tinker. Tinkerbell redeems herself by inventing machines that quicken the process of decorating flowers, ladybugs, etc. This allows the other fairies to get back on schedule, thus saving the arrival of spring. Vidya is punished for prompting her to cause the chaos, and Queen Clarion allows Tink to join the nature talent fairies when they bring spring to the mainland. Tinkerbell is given the task of delivering the music box to its original owner. The narrator ends by saying that when lost toys are found or a broken clock starts to work, it all means that one very special fairy might be near. Tinkerbell and the Lost Treasure. The fairies are getting ready for the season of leaves, Halloween, Thanksgiving, and pumpkins, autumn. Every 8 years they create a new fall scepter to hold a precious moonstone. This moonstone will create blue pixie dust that will restore the pixie dust tree. It is the Tinker Fairies' turn to create the new scepter and they choose Tinkerbell as the maker. Tinkerbell gets her friend to help with the scepter project, but she has trouble coping with Terence because he tries too hard to be helpful. Tinkerbell finds him annoying and noisy. An accident occurs, causing the precious moonstone to break. She goes on a quest to find the magic mirror that grants 3 wishes. However, pirates had already used up 2 of the wishes before they sank their ship. This means that Tinkerbell only has one chance to make a wish with it. She finds the ship and the lost mirror, but Tinkerbell ends up messing up her wish on her new friend Blaze and cannot use it to restore the Moonstone. Terence finds Tinkerbell and they work together on the broken Moonstone to make a new scepter. After returning to Pixie Hollow, Tinkerbell is ready to present the scepter to Queen Clarion. As the scepter is revealed, all the fairies see the Moonstone in pieces and are alarmed, but, as the moon rays fall, the Moonstone shards create increased surface area through which the blue moon rays can pass, thus creating the biggest amount of blue fairy dust in history. Then Tinkerbell leads the fairies to the pixie dust tree where they strengthen it with the fallen blue pixie dust. The movie ends with the song Take to the Sky. Tinkerbell and the Great Fairy Rescue. Years before meeting Wendy and the Lost Boys, Tinkerbell met Lizzie, a little girl with a steadfast belief in the power of pixie dust and the magic land of fairies. During the fairies' summer visit to the flowering meadows of England, two very different worlds unite for the first time and Tink develops a special bond with a curious child in need of a friend. As her fellow fairies launch a daring rescue, Tinkerbell takes a huge risk, putting her own safety and the future of all Fairykind in jeopardy. Pixie Hollow Games. Originally planned to feature the entire ensemble cast of the earlier films in Olympic-style games spanning the 4 seasons, presumably due to the original plot vetoed by the producers, the story was scaled back into a shorter scenario focusing primarily on Rosetta and a new fairy character, Chloe. They are teamed up against Rosetta's will representing the Garden Fairies in a competition in which they hope to unseat the undefeated Storm Fairies. They overcome their differences and Rosetta's fear of getting dirty, to emerge victorious at the end of the games. Secret of the Wings. Tinkerbell crosses over to the Forbidden Area in Winter Woods, where it is always winter. While there her wings begin to sparkle, so she sets off on a quest to discover why. She is overjoyed to learn that her wings sparkled because she was close to her sister, Periwinkle. They were born when a baby's laugh split in two. They visit for a few hours before Tinkerbell is told she has to leave. Determined to help her sister visit Pixie Hollow, she crafts a contraption that grates snow to keep Peri cold during her visit. The device malfunctions badly, causing a freeze to slowly envelope Pixie Hollow. Tinkerbell flies to Winterwoods to get Periwinkle and her friends to help save Pixie Hollow. They realize that frost protects the trees in Winterwoods from the cold, so the Winter Fairies all work together to frost the trees of Pixie Hollow to save from the accelerating freeze. They learn, however, that when Tink crashed in Winterwoods she tore her wing, and broken wings can't be repaired. But when Tink and Peri come together the wings again sparkle, and they learn that identical wings can heal each other, so they restore Tink's broken wing. They also discover that Winter Fairies can frost the wings of warm weather fairies, keeping them from breaking in the cold, thus allowing them to visit their friends in Winterwoods. The Pirate Fairy. Another feature-length film, titled The Pirate Fairy, was released on April 1, 2014. The film was originally scheduled for fall 2013, but another DisneyToon Studios film, Planes, took its place. A trailer for the film was released on The Secret of the Wings Blu-ray and DVD on October 23, 2012. It was directed by The Secret of the Wings director, Peggy Holmes. The film introduced new characters, Zyrina, voiced by Christina Hendricks, and James, also known as Captain Hook, voiced by Tom Hiddleston. Carlos Ponce also voiced one of the characters in the film. The official Disney synopsis reads, when a misunderstood dust keeper fairy named Zyrina steals Pixie Hollow's all-important blue pixie dust and flies away to join forces with the pirates of Skull Rock, Tinkerbell and her fairy friends must embark on the adventure of a lifetime to return it to its rightful place. However, in the midst of their pursuit of Zyrina, Tink's world is turned upside down. She and her friends find that their respective talents have been switched and they have to race against time to retrieve the blue pixie dust and return home to save Pixie Hollow. Legend of the NeverBeast. Legend of the NeverBeast will be released in spring 2015. It will be directed by Steve Lotter. Composer Joel McNeely will return for the film. The official synopsis reads, fun and talented animal fairy fawn believes you cannot judge a book by its cover, or an animal by its fangs, so she befriends a huge and mysterious creature known as the NeverBeast. While Tink and her friends are not so sure about this scary addition to Pixie Hollow, the elite scout fairies set out to capture the monster before he destroys their home. Fawn must trust her heart and take a leap of faith if she hopes to rally the girls to save the NeverBeast. Short films: Pixie Hollow Bake Off, a 6-minute short film, titled Pixie Hollow Bake Off, aired in the United Kingdom on October 20, 2013, on Disney Channel. Lisa Faulkner provided a voice for a baking fairy named Gelata. The short was released in the United States as a bonus DVD in a Walmart-exclusive edition of The Pirate Fairy on Blu-ray disc, but with Giada De Laurentiis as the voice of Gelata. In July 2014 the short was made available on the digital movie service Disney Movies Anywhere. Theme songs: Tinkerbell, Fly to Your Heart Selena Gomez, Tinkerbell and the Lost Treasure, Gift of a Friend Demi Lovato, Tinkerbell and the Great Fairy Rescue, How to Believe Bridget Mendler, Pixie Hollow Games, Dig Down Deeper Zendaya, Secret of the Wings, The Great Divide McLean Sisters, The Pirate Fairy, Who I Am Natasha Bedingfield, Legend of the NeverBeast, TBA, Reception, Critical Reception, Box Office Performance, Recurring Characters. Crew, References. External links, Official website.